All right. Good morning, traders. Sorry, just checking everything. Uh, this is Perry Wilkie with StartupTrading.com, and it's 5 minutes till 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, January 23rd. So, looking back at yesterday's action, uh, kind of a balanced day, right? Right. A little streaky, but more balanced than not. And of note, the Nasdaq did not take out that overnight high, but the ES did. It is what it is. Looking back at the charts, right, we stayed above the previous day's value on all of the indexes. Uh, just kind of meandering around still. Um, got up to 522 basically on the Qs. Uh, got up to 690 again on the SPY and got above 6,900 for the cash market and got up to about 69.33 or something. And then as we look at these untested points of control, yesterday's point of control is 69.45. And then we have, if we are going to make lower again, right, and break the one time framing up. So watch yesterday's low uh, as we get into trading this morning. But as you know, if that goes, we could be in for we'll see how much of this gets taken back. I would watch the low that goes back to January 2nd, and then basically you're looking at these untested points of control. Uh, at that point, then you're looking at 68.52 and 68.29 would be the targets. I don't know if we can get all the way down there today, but that's the game that would be like to play it. And you can see there's a pivot basically on the chart. Uh, right at uh, 68.76. So that's another area I'd be cautious on. And then if we do break lower, but we're back up here. If you draw a line now from all these highs going down, you can see those, and then we got this up. So it looked like we were breaking out of that pattern. We did break down lower, and we talked about that on the ES. I droned on and on about that, but that normally this pattern resolves to the downside. Well, you got that resolution to the downside. Now we'll have to see, what sets up next. And then as we look at all the indexes, you can see that uh, the Russell is already below yesterday's low. The overnight low was pretty much yesterday's low for the ES and the NQ. The Dow's already below it. So as we, kind of get into the day, we could just, fall back into those lower retest um, and see. So I think this is going to be a little bit critical after we get to the opening bell. We still have, 30 minutes before the opening bell. We'll have to see if we take this out. So to the upside, the bulls would really want to see an engulfing candle higher today. If we do take out yesterday's low, that would be very bad for the bears. But the bears just would like to keep it below the point of control here at 69.45 and go lower, and 25,676. Keep it below that for the NQ. So looking at where we are now, if we were to open here, we'd open up right around 6,900. You can see there is room to go below that, obviously, but 6,900 is the largest number on the board for the puts at this point in time. And then we could, easily migrate back up to uh, a little bit over unchanged to 69.25 to 69.30. That'd be about 13 points higher than we closed yesterday. And that should be a little bit of a battle zone. And then up to 69.50 if we're going to, indeed trend higher today. Looking at the SPY, you can see that there's right now we are currently trading 687.50 basically. Uh, so it would be right in this. So this is kind of fair value between uh, 685 to all the way up to really 693 I would consider fair value today. That would be just, ranging, going back and forth, in this form of technical analysis, that is just looking at the options position. And then you can see that for today, 695 should be your upper limit, and 680 should be your lower limit. So that would be, to hit that lower limit, you could go down another 87 handles on the ES, but I would watch the 683 first, 685, 683. That's 25 points down, and then 45 points down on the ES. And then looking at the Qs are currently trading uh, 618 half after closing it up just under 621. So we're right in here. So this is still what I consider fair value, but you're close to the bottom of what I would consider fair value. 618 to 622 would be around that range. And then you can see you can easily test 615. That should be some support. And then if you break that, right, we're back to the 610s again, I think, in pretty short order. So looking at, you know, really just keep it simple. Just watch this low, see if you can get below it and hold below it. I don't like to short in the hole. So if you do take that type of a trade, you're going to have to really manage your position. But I would much rather look for an entry, you know, from one time cycle to the next to get into it in a smaller position if we are going to start trending down. But there's a high chance that we're just at the bottom of the range. We're around 6,900. We could just roll up from here to 69.20 to 25, and then, we'll have to see if there's any appetite to take it to 69.50. Otherwise, if we do one time frame below here, there's going to be many opportunities, I think, to get into the trade as we're going to, progress probably another 40 points lower. I hope this helps. We'll see what Jack's looking at next. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you on Monday.